To overcome others' armies without fighting is the best of skills.
The art of war.
Dangerous.
Forward.
I'm like a stepping razor. Don't you watch my size. I'm dangerous. Dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor. Don't you watch my size. I'm dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor. Don't you watch my size. I'm dangerous.
It's always put down to personal problems. But one cannot ignore the social system and the effect it can have on an individual. It's all about the youth. It's all about the youth. The youth them of today. Their role in this society, the part they're gonna play. It's all about the youths. The youth them of today. The future for tomorrow. They have to lead the way. Too much unemployment, too much violence and the crime. Too much of we youths are in a prison doing time. Not enough in the colleges and universities. Not enough for them to do. Not enough activities. Our youths have so much energy, so much vitality. If it's channeled in the right direction, how great they could be. But they face a lot of problems in this society. And it's supposed to be a land of equal opportunity. It's just the other day, them get to realize racism in society is institutionalized. It took the murder of a black youth to open up their eyes. Equal opportunities, is it a pack of lies? It's all about the youths, the youth them of today. Their role in this society, the part they're gonna play. It's all about the youths, the youth them of today. The future for tomorrow, they have to lead the way. Make we look into the schools. We youths now do so well. Enough of them I get suspended and I get expelled. When they finish primary school, they were doing very well. Them come out of the secondary, just about can spell. When it comes to sport, the youth get enough support. Athletics on the football pitch and also on the court. But then you will find, when it comes to the youth, their mind, all of a sudden some teachers don't have enough time. Our youths are as intelligent as everybody else. At school they are not really taught no knowledge of themselves. They are categorized and thrown up on the shelf. They're left with only certain choices of obtaining wealth. It's all about the youths, the youth them of today. Their role in this society, the part they're gonna play. It's all about the youths, the youth them of today. The future for tomorrow, they have to lead the way. Go to get a job that is well paid. Suddenly they find out that they just don't have a grade. Lack of qualifications can bring them misery. They have to do some packing in a dirty factory.
Yes. Good day. This is a stepping razor, the art of war. We're there with you on next Thursday. We feel good for there. Yes, we feel good for there. You know, last night I was in a very jovial state of mind. And I think I'm feeling more jovial today. So I don't want no boasting tone man call me today and upset me apple. Can't you understand? Just that. So we say we pack a really news and information. The news and information is overwhelming. There's so much things happening. You know what I mean? Like we say. You know, so we're going to play some music before we start this. Please leave me. We're going to play some music before we start this. Trust me. So, we're going to start out with this tune now. Yeah, sweet music. Sweet, sweet music. Ezran coming through, tired to take the pressure. You know them ready? All the way, tired for the pressure. We say the mayor of Westmoreland. The mayor of Westmoreland in the news again. Them have a parish council meeting and him bar the members of the media. During the meeting, the mayor requested that the media leave as the council had sensitive matters to discuss. The same mayor who did say must shoot first and ask question later. We don't say nothing come off that statement. The difference between certain big countries that make them be first world countries, that make them be progressive, is that when people do these things, they are held accountable for their statements. But in Jamaica, people can say and do whole heap of things against the people and still maintain them work. You know, we say certain things are going in the system, you know, where people accuse people and people are found guilty of certain things, but nothing comes of it because they are in certain position. So the media is barred from a council meeting. I don't know why the media was there in the first place. Who invite Uno there? I wonder if any IRFM media person was there. We really don't like no. Because them say prior to the mayor's comment, sittings of the parish council meetings were open to the media and were broadcast live on community radio station as well as recorded by a local cable channel. So I don't know if it's because of what him said before and the media took it up, why now him is claiming that him don't want a media presence in the meeting, which is really something else again. This is a double whammy, I know. I can't do what me I say. That's some like spite. It sounds like spite. The mayor has spite the media by saying, look here, you know, bombard me the other day about what me saying. You see, right now, me no want to know how we meeting again. Me don't know, because it sounds weird that it's something we normally done. And because I am now saying because of what took place and the media attention that was given to the shoot first and ask question. Now the media is now saying I don't want a media in I'm council meeting them. Wow. And nobody will do anything about it. And that's the way of so-called third world countries where people of the state does and say things and it just go by so just like that. Because I watch TV and I see all in France, in America, in Japan, where certain people say certain things and them have to resign the next day. Not to mention saying certain things where it's against the people. And everybody just nonchalant, just take it and just say, well, you know, I mean, him say it, so what? It's a serious statement. I mean, it's come out fight, you know, but to me go back on it, you know, because the same mayor now is claiming that no media, him don't want no media in the meeting, which is not something that is not done. But I am now saying it is because of what transpired in the media about his statement, why he's now spitefully saying that because there are sensitive things that is going to be spoken of, that him don't want the media. Maybe the sensitive thing is about shoot the people them. I already hear the media say, you know, shoot them. Maybe that is the sensitivity of the thing. I don't know. But it's just weird. You know them weird. It's just weird that so much things that do in a Jamaica society, you know, where we feel or where we deemed not practical in the essence of governance, and no one is saying that these people who are saying and doing these things must be held accountable, because if I come on the radio and say certain things and call certain name, you're going to hear say lawsuit come against radio station, this, that, and all them thing there. But these people who is running with life, you know, it look like them and the gay people them side together, because the gay community is so sensitive, you know, that you can't even talk about gays. Even if you're not talking violently against them, you are trapped into something now where say, look here, we're there, we're powerful, we have connection of foreign, and if we don't talk anything about our lifestyle, we're going to make sure say them take on a visa and you can't get for go foreign again. So I don't know if these guys in Jamaica is wielding that power where them can stop media from going a meeting, because there are sensitive matters that will be spoken of in the parish council meetings. Therefore, them don't want the media people there. So, and you know, if it was a next me, I did do this, I wouldn't really see it as no strange thing. But given what transpired 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I have to say this is a follow-up to what transpired. This is bad mind business going on, you know, and you know, it's really a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. You're barring the media and talking about sensitive issues. And this is not something unique. Media has always been there. According to the statement, prior to Mayor's comment, sittings at the parish council meetings were open to the media and were broadcasted on community radio stations. I want them to see one of the RFM people, them dog. I want them to see RFM, my dog. I must ask the newsroom if them say that the body go down at the parish council meeting, you know, Rasta, because nobody can tell me say I know spitefulness this. Nobody can tell me say the man not spite the media because of where transpire with the shoot first and ask question later. And when I jump on the media, you know, when I jump on the media, we just say, it sounds to me like a childish behavior. If you're a big man, I pursue this little childish thing. It's said that you said this thing, you never said, you never apologize for saying it, even though the Minister of Security and Justice come and say, this is not the way we operate. Even though the head of the police come and say, no, this is not, well, the policeman say, this is not we operate. The minister say, it's unfortunate statement. So, the two major men come out with it. Because one thing when Muta say it, you know. But Muta, him run up his mouth and him chat against everything. So, therefore, you know, it's like, when I take what him say. But when the head police say, it's not so the police run them thing. And when the Minister of Security say it, we have to take heed and realize it's something where you should all apologize for. Instead of now say, nah, accept no more media in your meeting because you have sensitive issues to talk about. I find, as part of the media, I find it very disturbing that a man who say police must shoot Jamaican citizens first and then ask questions later, and did not apologize to the Jamaican people, even though in bigger boss them declare say it's not something that should have been said, is now turning away the media from a parish council meeting. I don't know how to work with that. The man never apologized to Jamaican people. We just take it and make it run away and just say, yeah, well, him say it, so what happened? But now him come back, now come and bar media from meet and talk about sensitive issues, where it's something that the media used to do all the while. We broadcast on stations and all them things there. So all of a sudden now, the media is sensitive issues. Sensitive issues are we must know in our mind say, but Muta, you can't say no sensitive issue the man ever talk about. The man may not want the media here because a sensitive issue. But me not say that. Me I say the reason why I say that is because of what transpired a couple of weeks ago. That's what me I say. It don't have nothing to do with no sensitive issue more than I just spite. The big man I try to spite the media. I just saw me I see it. Yes. Step in, Razor. There with you. Yes, Stepping Razor, the art of war. No, Yeah, me don't know. Some things always happen where to. All right, make a talk exactly now. Now over the week we are hear about this man. Well, I only remember him last name for some unknown. Well, it's not unknown reason why I remember him last name, but I usually associate things. For remember things, associate the thing where I remember with something where I know about. You understand? Anyway, this man named Roden. Roden is a musician, a Jamaican musician who was awarded a government award, and he actually refused the award. Okay. So I don't know this man. I hear that he's a classical pianist. He was supposed to get this award and he refused the award. Okay. Here I am this morning now, getting ready to come down here when I got this phone call from this Roden. Roden is saying to me, "Are you Mutabaruka?" I say, "Yes, sir, I am Mutabaruka." He say, "I am Roden, the best musician in Jamaica." I say, "You are the best musician in Jamaica?" He say, "Yes, haven't you heard of me?" I say, "Well," I'm say, "I got an award and I'm going to accept it." I say, "But I was told, I read in the newspaper that you say you will not accept the award." He say, "Well, I've changed my mind. I will accept the award. But that is not what I call you for. I call you because I want you to interview me on television." I say, "Really and truly, I do have the television program again, you know." Him say, "It does not matter. You will interview me and I'll put it on television and put it on my webcast and it will be all over the world." I said, "Look here. You are Mr. Roden and I really don't know who you." Him say, "You don't know who I am? I am the greatest Jamaican musician ever." I said, "Really? I know some great musicians." I said, "Yeah, you know some great musicians, but I am the greatest musician." I said, "Wow." You know, my mind now, I say, "All right, this is where me up against now." I said, "Look here, I have chosen you to interview me. I have done interviews with Mr. Ian Bowen before, but I don't want to do that again. I need somebody who is insightful and who is culturally aware to interview me, and I have chosen you to interview me." I said, "Well, look here now. I have a radio program and I have 2 radio programs, and I would mind interviewing you still, considering that you have now decided to accept the award. Why did you now change your mind?" Him say, "Look here, I'm not here to discuss why I want to now accept the award. I will not discuss that on the telephone with you. What I call you about is that I want you to interview me on television." I said, "Well, I can't interview on my radio program." So, "Well, we can do a simultaneous interview." I said, they will not allow cameras to interview, to be in the radio station. And say, "Well, you have to make up your mind." This is the man talking to me now. I say, "Well, you have to make up your mind what you want to do. It's either you want to interview me on television or you don't want to interview me at all." I say, "Bridget, look at now. Believe you me, we have a radio program. And right now, it can't be simultaneous. The interview cannot be simultaneous. I don't know what him say. I don't understand you people. You don't listen to the news. You don't hear about me and this and that and that." I say, "Well, I am like Sister Peter. Sometimes I don't watch the news, you know." Him say, "Oh, I see. That's why you're not informed. You're not informed because I am the greatest musician in Jamaica, probably the world. And I'm saying what he's saying. I am the greatest musician probably in the world. And you have said you have not heard about me." I said, "Well, I'm not into classical music." I say, "I don't care. You're supposed to know about me. How can a person like me in Jamaica, you don't know about me as the greatest musician in Jamaica and in the world probably?" I say, "Look at how. I tell you something, Bridget. Me I go do the interview. Me do it for my program." Him say, "Okay, well, I'm sorry, but I cannot help it then. Because if you're not going to interview me on the television, I don't think you'll be able to interview me at all. I say, all right, Bridget. Boom. Him say, good afternoon. I say, good afternoon. And him done. I say, wow, that's deep. That's deep, man. That's deep. Believe you me. Because what you know, me I hear about DJ, me hear DJ and DJ music about themselves, you know. And I mean, I have never in my life been approached by somebody like where I get approached by this man named Roden. And as I say, I always associate things with names. And trust me, I don't want to tell you what I did associate this man with when I hear his name originally. But to speak to this man narcissistically, if there is such a word, trying to make me know, say, how come me not know about him? And him is the greatest Jamaican musician. And I'm trying to insist, but I would love to interview to find out why you decide that you're going to take the award. The man said, I don't want to talk to them about that on the phone. What I'm really trying to find out is that I've been trying to get somebody to interview me, you know. I've been trying to get somebody to interview me, and I've been there and done that already, and I think that you are the best person, and that's why I call you. I want you to interview me. Sir, believe you me, Mutabaruka. Why, if I tell some people something, then I have answer, you know, and this is no joke, and I tell you no joke, and this is not joke, this is real. I sit down out where the plaza with the near the bus terminal name in Alpha-Tree. Where the plaza the name again? Pavilion. All right. Me I wait for someone in at the Pavilion Mall. So the sun had some come out of my car. Is two man sit down, one man sit down, and the next man sit down. But the other man get up now. So the sun had some say I'm going to sit down. So I sit down with one man over that side and two man over that side. Yeah. So as me sit down, then now the man say, one of the man them over my right hand side. One of the two man them over my right hand side say, "Why Mota, where your shoes there?" Me say, "Why you want to see me left it on my yard like, you know, true me that drive my car like, me never feel say me should have put on the shoes to drive the car." Him say, "How am I enough to left your shoes at your yard, man? You don't know that something will happen to your foot." Me say, "Well, something will happen to all me already, I don't know, because I'm good at sitting here so with you and a man fire chat because he do something and chat me." Him laugh. All right now. The next version over the next side now, engage me in a conversation about why old time hard and, you know, him lady, no know if he spell her name because 3 times we go spell him name on the birth certificate and long conversation. You see, me and me I talk to the man, the next man now who never said nothing to me. When me look, me see move him foot. When me look, now him shoes bottom drop off. No one shoes bottom drop off. No, this is a serious thing, you know. So him take up the shoes bottom now. And I show me say, boy, Muta, watch on my shoes bottom drop off. So then a man start laughing and I say, boy, it come like Muta want somebody else barefoot like him now. So he make your shoes. The man I say, me make him shoes bottom drop off, you know. The other man, for the left hand side, you know, him take this thing serious now. Him take this thing almost like some spirit thing, a guania so now. That how this possible? That Mutabaruka who never had shoes. See down beside that man who had shoes. And the man wearing shoes come there. And as the man tell me, say, about my foot, so, the man shoes bottom drop off. I did find it very funny. And the reason why I find it funny is that the man from my left did gone past just the man whose bottom drop off. Him start to associate it now with some guzum, something. Him put something on the whole level now and I say, why, you know, say, if I never sit down inside, sit down with you, so I wouldn't believe this was happening, so now, you know. So I'm gone in a different realms now. May I tell you, it's a strange thing. Strange thing. Okay, so, enough is enough of that. It's just experiences and sort of thing that blow up in our face continuously. And up to this day now, the man I talk about. You have a woman who stand up in front of her with a little baby, you know. When she hear the woman, the man on the left attack to me about this thing, you know. Where him gone past now, just to choose a drop off and me barefoot, so. Him a put it in a some serious spirit analytic business now, say, if him never see this thing here with him own eye and somebody come tell him wouldn't believe it. that the man stand up there with the bottom of him shoes in him hand. A serious Clark shoes too, you know. The man say him hardly wear the shoes still, you know, because him prize it so much that him a dry rat, yes. A dry rat. The man hold up the shoes bottom and the other man know what look at me, you know, is like, you know, wow, me supposed to take some responsibility now for the man's shoes drop off. Because me don't work with shoes that maybe I true me don't like shoes, why the man's shoes drop off. That means how much people supposed to drop off because I sit down beside them. But Muta, well, I tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes, Stepping Razor, the art of war. We're asking some questions from the other day. We're not getting no answers. We want to find out what happened to the people them, or what happened to the sand that was stolen from the beach. 500 truckload of sand stolen from a beach in Jamaica. We don't hear nothing more about that thing. We don't know what is happening. We need to find out something from someone about why is it that it just silent so. And then when that's why them say Jamaica is a 9-day one, that thing, you know, and it's really true. Because sometimes you count the day them. Me still don't really count the day. Me say, all right, this thing blew up here now, 2 days gone. This thing blew up here, you know, 2 days ago, you know, 4 days gone. And me really realize there's some validity in this argument in Jamaica when a man say 9-day wonder. 9-day wonder is a serious thing in Jamaica. Well, one of the 9-day wonder was the thing where they lick everybody for 6 in Jamaica, where in a Montego Bay, 5 women, and this was including one little 8-year-old girl that was raped by 2 men, according to the news reports that we got. And the whole nation, the women's organization, the base, that everybody, they held on to 2 men, and when they went to court, they find out that the DNA did not match the rapists. The DNA of the men did not match the rapists. And we hear about that. And then after the court released these 2 men, I did interview the lawyer, and he was saying, well, look here, them don't have no case. Them don't have no case against the man, them. The DNA thing don't match. Why them bringing it up back? Well, it is now almost a year. It is almost a year now since that happened to these 5 women, including one little girl. And we don't hear nothing about it again. We do understand if criminality is a thing in Jamaica now where you are rewarded for or awarded for, because most criminals in Jamaica really don't get caught. And this is a case in point where me I try to figure out if when a man when the court said this man is not guilty, is there an ongoing investigation about the same case? Because apparently we not hear nothing more about the things them. We not hear nothing more about the things them. It's like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson charged for murder, him wife. And O.J. Simpson get off for the murder. And then that is it. We not hear nothing more about who. So if it's not O.J. Simpson do it, is who then? We have said that there's too much unsolved case in Jamaica where we not hear nothing more about, and we need to keep our breast side, because look at now. Vice Cartel in a prison, and every day you hear something come out about Vice Cartel. Why every day we have to hear about Vice Cartel? Our breast side, because look at now. Vice Cartel in a prison, and every day you hear something come out about Vice Cartel. Why every day we have to hear about Vice Cartel? Why is that these news people is so obsessed with the Vibes Cartel case that every day you have something gruesome happening in Jamaica? Gruesome. When I say gruesome, I mean really gruesome. Some serious gruesome things happening in Jamaica. And then everybody does feel bad and feel sick and that's how them want to leave Jamaica and them want to do this and what Jamaica is coming to. And then we don't hear nothing more about them again. Nothing. 6 years ago, a policeman shoot a pregnant woman at St. Thomas. We don't hear nothing more about that again. 3 years after, 4 years after, policeman come again and shoot another pregnant woman in a St. Thomas. We don't hear nothing about that again. 2 pregnant women get shot by police in a St. Thomas. And we don't hear nothing more about them thing again. It's an ongoing case, you know. Jamaica is an ongoing thing where it take all 10 years. Then I hear about this X6 killer. Well, X6 man who shot the youth in a come out and vex and shot a youth in a car. The X6 man is still there. We hear about this police who stopped this big guy on the road. And him said the man them a bribe him with $2,000. That their code same way. But every day we take up your paper. Vibes Cartel cell raided and telephone found. Vibes Cartel is now in court. Case put up for Vibes Cartel and all this thing. Brethren, Vibes Cartel thing is not the worst thing that happened in Jamaica. Vibes Cartel thing is not the worst thing that is happening in Jamaica. And as a matter of fact, I said this last time, and I said it again, and I don't believe if nobody wants to agree with me on that. I am seeing that the only problem Jamaica have is the crime problem. Non-apologetically saying that. There's no other problem in Jamaica but crime problem. And if the crime problem should be solved, everything would have sit right in order. Everything would be in order. If people was not so fearful in Jamaica, it would give them more impetus and it would give them more feeling to do and do things. But the society is not helping in the psyche of the Jamaican people. We are traumatized. That is why the people them are called back to do those confess him is a criminal. They tell the people them override the criminality and I say, look here, if Dudos today would have feel more freer in the community, would have feel better in the community. When you say Jamaican people reach a stage where a man who confess him is a criminal, the people them I say, we want him come back. You know, so we're in a serious problem. Because it's not the criminal them should have called back to protect them. It's the society, the people them who is responsible for the protection and the infrastructure of the country. It's them, the people them should be calling upon. So all the people them now call upon the people them who's there to protect. But they are calling upon so-called criminals who confess. Say them is criminal. So what is it that Dudos have in the psyche of the people them that them did feel better and more secure from criminal activity? That motivate them. The society is not motivating people because criminality take over Jamaica. The murder rate is unbearable. The murder rate is terrible. So how is it that we don't understand that IMF is not going to help the situation in Jamaica? Because right now, this political party, or what them call PNP party, is not interested in anything else more than to pass the IMF test. Passing the IMF test don't mean that Jamaican people's life will be better off. The IMF test is there to make us feel that something is happening for Jamaica and then tell you, say, well, boy, right now, if you pass the test, your economical position will be more secure in the future. And we know, say, if that was the case, then all poor people country, all poor countries would be going to the IMF, and not everybody are going to the IMF. Because them realize if them go to the IMF, it don't mean say things will be better in them country, which is supposed to make the thing better. Jamaican people need to be happy. That's all we want to be happy. The other day, them have a poll. I don't know how them do the poll. The CNN poll say Jamaican people is the third most happy people in the world. Imagine that. And the other day, them do back the poll, and Jamaica gone like the 20. That's everything. Something psychologically wrong with where I go at it now. Because here's it that a poll come and say Jamaica is the third most happy people. And down the line, I don't know how them do these foolishness, you know. Down the line, can nobody don't come to me and ask me to be happy, you know. And I said, I don't know who in Jamaica can call me, you know, and tell me, say, yeah, you want them to come to me and ask me to be happy. You understand? It's a problem I have with poll. From my barn, nobody ever asked me any question and I take poll yet. I don't know if I am an invisible Jamaican citizen, but nobody has ever asked me anything about what I think of that and do I think that or that and that. I don't know where them get these numbers from. But when we look on the crime in Jamaica, it are in the all right, we need to develop industrially. We need more jobs. The Jeep gets stuck. I don't know if the Prime Minister never get enough Jeep parts when she go to China, but obviously the Jeep buck up somewhere. I don't know where the Jeep there. And that was where the trust of their campaign, the trust of the PNP campaign was that them going to make something named Jeep. We're going to stop gap. You know, you have a sewer and you're going to put something on it for make for research that you can go. It's like the little spare tire where you have on your car. It just there if it just serve you until you can go somewhere go patch your car. But now this Jeep thing was pushed upon the Jamaican people like this is it now. And all the media show them say, but this is not something, this is like what them did that do for a long time. We passed this way before. Where people are, the government are going like say them are going to give job to Jamaican people and then start this thing named Jeep. Where is the Jeep? Where is the Jeep? Just like how we are asked, where is the sand that was stolen from the beach? Just like how we are asked, where is the rapist them who raped the 5 women them in a Montego Bay? We are asked, where is the Jeep? Where the Jeep there? Oh, we now hear not more about the Jeep again. Did the Jeep serve its purpose? The Jeep obviously never served its purpose because right now, the people them in a worse problem than 1 year before now. Jamaican unemployment is more now than a year before. Crime is the biggest problem in Jamaica. If the crime problem is not solved, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Mining, the Minister of Technology, all of them is working in vain. May I say that non-apologetically. There will be no development in Jamaica if these politicians, preachers, and whatsoever they call themselves cannot come together and do something to solve the criminality that is taking place in Jamaica from the top to the bottom. We have said that. I would seriously, I said that from a hard top. Say your job will be in vain. My dearly beloved Sister P, my farmer Rasta brethren, Mr. Phillips, my brethren who create a dance named Chicken Dance, Mr. Roger Clark, my banker brethren, who when him see him say the great Mutabaruka, Mr. Bunting, may I say to Uno, and may I say to Mr. Holness, and Mr. Shah, even though Uno came to our friend, Mr. Mr. Shah, Mr. Holness, it show me say the whole of a hypocrite. Because Uno know so not good for them to put on a show in front of the people them. If Uno have the solution to Jamaica ills, if we're not helping the government, if we're not helping the government to curb the crime in Jamaica, who is enemy of the state? Who is enemy of the state? And I think that enemy of the state reason did come up already. And we are said to Uno that Jamaica reached a stage now where we can't afford for a guy over there, so I say, where him in a power, and him well, not in a power, but him is the opposition and claim say, boy, you want to see how the crime rate gone up, like him a gloat, say the crime rate gone up. It's like him glad, say the crime rate gone up under over the PNP, as so now, because I say, see there, so the crime rate gone up, and it's like him well want the crime rate go up, because then him can't have something to say to the people, them say, see there, from PNP coming up power, you know, the crime rate gone up. That fits on for vote for we, because we know how to take care of the crime. So if you know how to take care of the crime right now, why you don't tell the PNP government how to do it, or come together with the PNP government and the business people them and the police to curb this crime, because we're not going to work in vain. If there's so much murder taking place in Jamaica and then I look for solution to economical, social, cultural problems, if we don't curb the crime and the murder we have take place in Jamaica, we're not going nowhere. We're going around like a dog. We are trying to catch him tail. Like a dog, we are running a race with a try to catch a carrot. It's not going to work. The biggest problem in Jamaica is the crime. Who can deny that? And all we are trying to do is find out if we can pass the IMF test. The IMF test, trying to pass the IMF test, is increasing the crime rate. Because trying to pass the IMF test meaning say there's certain austerity measures that have to be taken against the people. Because I am looking at the thing and I say, I don't know if it's I no have no common sense or something, but I look at the thing and I say, but wait, the reason why certain things are get worse is because them trying to pass the IMF test. And that is the only way them have to do certain things. It will lock off certain things, stop get the work at them this, start that, prevent that from happening and all these things. All of these things is happening right in front of our eyes. The only reason it is happening is because the government need to pass the IMF test. Because they must say, no, okay, one, good your nose have to run. So therefore now, when your nose run today, tomorrow it won't run at all. If we pass the IMF test. There is no precedent that has been set in Jamaica where Jamaica has been to the IMF test and it has made the life of Jamaican people better. One president, one prime minister did that before and him end up saying we have to leave the IMF. The IMF is not going to make Jamaican people more happy. I am not an economist. I am not that, but I am observing. Last week we talked about observation. Very important. Observe. If you don't observe, you make the same mistake over and over. Because you're going to try to do the same thing the same way all the while, and you're going to get up with the same result. IMF not going to help Jamaica. Jamaica people need some big building, mass building, skyscraper building, a building in Jamaica for maintain construction. Construction is always a good thing where generate employment. We need industrial development. Industrial development is always a thing where you bring employment. Like agro-industry, where you convert a whole heap of the things that we have as raw material into something that come in a different way. Like you turn corn to cornflakes. You see it? You have different, you turn banana to banana chips. These things, you turn the agricultural raw product into something what we call agro-industry. We need to develop these things, and it can be developed. We need to make the people them a plant more. We need some people who can talk to the people them. For sure, the one them say, watch out. Agricultural is not something that is depressing. It's not something where March Joe I walk up and down with tear up boots, tear up pants, with machete man and a donkey. But people who do agriculture can be driving big car and Mercedes Benz same way, because that is happening in other countries. We need to get the thing straight. Say, the police, the Minister of Finance, Mr. Radcliffe Lewis or whosoever responsible for road whatsoever, all of these people need for, and the opposition, to take the crime thing serious, brethren. We need to take it serious. It'll make you feel uncomfortable. Because you know when a bullet go left from Kingston and shot a man in a Montego Bay, you know when a bullet, a man fire shot in a Montego Bay and go through all the place, them curves and corners of Walker's Wood and go end up in a Kingston, boom, here a man dead. When you hear from the show is a man a Montego Bay kill the man in a Kingston. Oh, so much man there Kingston. A whole heap of man who there Montego Bay, and Montego Bay come from Kingston, they come from around Ghana so because Kingston gets so hot. A little more when you hear say Kingston, when Montego Bay get hot, them gone Westmoreland, and when they reach Westmoreland, you hear say kill them dead, shoot them up for a question later, and then you hear them end up gone back a Morant Bay. It's where I go on. A stupid means stupid or me not no sense. There will be no solution to the Jamaican problem if the government and the opposition and the people them who is put over with to rule don't solve the crime issue. That is what we have to say about that. And it's where we are say I will not take it back.
Buffalo soldier.
People say, boy, me I tell you, boy, Muta, you know, easy, you know, but here what me I say now. Me I gonna show you a stupid, it's so stupid that for really I relate it back on the radio. It come like to show how the thing get away, you know. Alright. You know, we are called upon legalization of ganja and we are say Rasta over the years go through no prosecution for ganja. And you turn Rasta in a criminal. Whole heap of time, whole heap of Rasta turn. All myself, yeah. Me was a criminal for 20 years in Jamaica. And me go to jail for ganja 2 times and me never have no ganja. Me never have no ganja for me when the police them carry me go to jail 2 times. 2 times me go to jail for ganja and me never have no ganja for me. And 20 years me go down a police station for go take thing for go to Canada and all them place there. Them say you have to go take fingerprint. And the man tell me say me have record from down a Montego Bay a few much years now. Me must go down a Montego Bay, go get the documents and bring it come here. So when me go down a Montego Bay, they say they can't find the document. Me say, "Sure, a foolishness this, you know." And for 20 years, me have a criminal record for ganja where me never smoke yet. The man find a slip and say, "Right you know, me no business. Whoa, no one say me I lock up the whole house for the one spliff." And the person who spliff it is say I feed them own. The daughter say of my spliff. And the police say, "Look here, I don't care where you want." Say when you go down there now, you go talk, but I don't know spliff. The whole hand I got jail. The next time I drive again, police all way. As I'm, it's a funny thing, you know, because the police take me out of the car and put me in one of them open back Jeep. And the policeman sit down at the edge and put me over the other side of him, and then the next policeman, so me in the middle of the policeman, them pan this long seat. And we are drive, go up Cali Smith Drive, and the man, just the police who drive like a funny break. I'm a rock back on the police, you know. The police look at me and say, "Where you try to push me out of the car?" The man say, "Where you try to push me out of the Jeep?" I said, "No, the man draw the brakes, I'm a rock by you." I will go to jail, but hear me, I said, "No." I want Jamaican people listen to this, you know. Isn't this non-productive? Isn't this just weird that the Jamaican government in the court system is arresting people for a spliff, and the charge that they give you, what you have to pay is 80 cents US. 80 cents US. Well, that is what them say, 80 cents US, which is like $100. I mean, when they calculate them thing, what kind of country we live in now? When the government have you spend the whole day for hear your name call in a place where all these people and all the judge have to sit down there and you have to go plead guilty or not guilty and all the people them sit down in there now, the lawyer in there and all them things there, and the Jamaican court say you're guilty. Sir, you have to pay $100. $100 Jamaican for a spliff. Just think about it. This alabaloo to go to court, spend the day there to hear your name call, to answer to a judge, guilty or not guilty. You know the last man where me and him go to jail for spliff, and him tell the police I for him spliff. Well, the policeman never business with that. Him just feel say, boy, I 2 rasta and him going to lock up the 2 rasta them for the spliff. As a matter of fact, him lock up 2 other people too, 2 daughters there in the cell. When the brethren go to the when the brethren go after 3 police station, you know, and the judge get up and the judge say, Mr. So-and-so, and I call him name for the radio. You are brought here for having like as a spliff in your position. Guilty or not guilty? The brethren told the judge and say, well, sir, is that I come here to find out? The brethren said, is that I come here to find out, you know, sir? Because I never come here to say guilty or not guilty. I come to find out if you want to say I'm guilty or not guilty. Policeman say guilty. You understand? So the judge say guilty and charge him my money. But in this time, you know, $100. $100. That's like, well, they must say 80 cents, but at $10. Check that. Which $10? $1. What me I say $10? $1. You can go to foreigners. Yeah, foreigners. All the foreigners them who are listening to me now. Listen to me I say carefully. And don't feel say it's joke Mutabaruka. If a policeman in a Jamaica hold you with a spliff in a Jamaica and you go to jail and you go to the court, them going to charge you for the spliff $1 US. $1 US. You go to pay. Guilty or not guilty? Guilty. All right. Go and pay $1 to the court. Brethren. No, waste of, I mean, really. A waste of time that. Waste of time. Eh? Yeah, I mean, I bet I just bribe a policeman from the road and say, brethren, me have 50 cents can't give you know, it's there. You don't see it. Because, I mean, you think you can go get a policeman $100 on the road when policeman stop you? Hey, brethren, we find you with a spliff, you know. Why a policeman, after him knows says $100, you're going to go a court for? Why him should have stop you now with a spliff and say him going to charge you for a spliff? Policeman, I mean, trust me, I know some policeman where take certain things as a joke. But really and truly, all the policemen them will listen to me now. Believe you me. We know say ganja illegal in Jamaica. But why is it that you would want to see a rasta drive him car with a spliff in his mouth and you stop him and him decides, well, I'm really not throw him spliff, you know. And you know going to say, brethren, you know, so we have it illegal. And you're going to say, yeah, we know say it's illegal, but it's just a spliff. And you're going to look on the dread now and you're going to say, well, you know, me I'll charge you for the spliff, you know. And the dread now have to go a court. Because I remember, you know, the dread live on in a St. Anne, you know, and you catch him in a Kingston, you have to go take a bus from St. Anne and go a half-a-tree court. If him live at Westmoreland and you catch him in a Kingston, you have him to take a bus from Westmoreland, go a half-a-tree court, if you go pay $1. No, it's funny, but it's not funny, you know. Believe you me. Then you wonder, who have the sense? Who have sense? Who have sense? I'm telling you to take that off of the board. A man hold you with that spliff, where am I going to lock you up for? Where you gonna lock up a man with that spliff for? Him not traffic ganja. Him not have 50 pound of spliff ganja in him bag, in him car. Him not have 100 pound of ganja in him car. I mean, then you can't say maybe him a traffic the thing, but a spliff. You know, so the police don't go look for man who kill people in a Rasta and let go the Rasta them with them spliff, you know. I don't so it go. I know every Rasta get a lock up still for spliff, you know, but because I say that should have been something where man don't everybody check for that. Because waste of time that. You're going to charge a man $1 for a spliff. After you got to make him pay $10 for come to Jamaica, come to Kingston, he might go out with him friend and go buy a lunch with $200. You understand? He might go find with the court there. He's going to have to go take all the taxi, go to the court. And then when they reach at the court, the expense him take to come at the court. How much money if you come from St. Anne to go to Kingston in our bus? Him lunch money. The weight where I wait, the court, how much paper the court have to go process, the judge have to sit down there and wait, and then the judge have to go for lunch, and the judge come back, and then the lawyer have to go in at the court, and all the things, whole heap of things that happen for $1.
The DSP will
Eh?
The DSP will
Yeah, all of that. So yeah, it's a working Rasta. You know, I mean, what kind of I mean, it's a backward thing. $1. You put a man through that just to charge him $1, Rasta. They just let go that. Because the reason why you say $1 is because you realize it's just a misdemeanor that not really have nothing here or there. Then you just pass that over, Rasta. Just simple. I know how man have speed down the road. And not a man have speed down the road we're good alive if kill somebody. I never hear a spliff kill nobody yet. And the amount of spliff for Mr. Man I smoke all the while. I mean, really. Priorities. That is really where we stand up against you know. So, me just ask the policeman them on the road. Considering we are going in Jamaica, you know, we need to check this spliff thing with the Rasta them. And may I emphasize Rasta, because Rasta get persecuted in Jamaica more than anybody else in Jamaica for ganja. Because it's the big guy where I traffic the herbs, the big guy where I traffic the drugs, the big guy where I hustle the gun them. Because a whole heap of them gun the way say I come in Jamaica. And then a little guy I bring these things in some boat from Haiti and all them place there. It have some connection somewhere. But them not tap into the connection. Them not tapping into the connection, you know. Because there's certain places that them can't just go so. Certain people look at them immune to certain things. You can say and do certain things when you're in a certain position. When you're in a certain position in Jamaica, you can get away with certain things. So it's 1 and 2 times you hear them all and all a big man. 1 and 2 times. But you know, say most of the criminal activities have a genesis among certain kind of people where you say, boy, through them have a jacket and tie. Them not go involved in that. Or maybe through them go to church every Sunday. You can't say, well, them people that involved in that, then go to church every Sunday. But then when you look on the inner workings of the thing, and if you should have draw out the thing, you'd have realized, say, the youth them will get shot downtown and in the garrison them, and the gun them where the youth them have. Never start with them youth there. Somebody there behind the thing or in front of the thing. The youth them is just like pawns in the game. And then somebody youth them so fool and stupid that them don't even realize that them is pawn. Only it's been used. Only not see that. Then if you not see only been used something wrong. Because check the people them who not kill. And the same people them around the area over the other side of the road, up the other side of the road. It's madness. A man set a line. Say, boy, you must come down the line, then I must go up the line there. They not say a madness. Who they on the road? And the same zinc fence. The same zinc fence up there, so lead come right down to the bottom of the road. And the man in the same zinc fence, I said the other man up at the top of the zinc fence can't come down a film area. You know, so say I use them, you know. You can't see that. Who not kill? Who is killing Uno? I'll see him youth, them go join the police force but can't get no work and not have so much education. Him can't get no work, him go join the police force and feel say, boy, right, him have some power now because him have on a uniform and him can do the thing without get caught. And then you got years now, the youth them a take revenge against the police them and a shot. See, it's a thing, it's a vicious circle going on in a Jamaica. Meanwhile, the big guys them sit down there, I laugh and I drink champagne and I look pan no. Niggas killing half niggas, man. I mean, really and truly, the more we kill half one another, we will have more opportunities in Jamaica. Then we will have to go think about create no more jobs. We don't have to go think now for rectifying a situation. When we just go and kill off, we will make one kill off one another. As long as some of us up here don't get dead, we can maintain our power. Powerful people will never educate powerless people in what it means to take the power away from them. Because the aim of powerful people is to stay powerful by any means necessary. Lyrical content. We hear that the Broadcasting Commission is talking something, you know, where we don't know where I'm going, that they must say you can't use certain word which sound like the word where you're not supposed to use. That's a straight thing. In other words, you're not supposed to say grass cat. Because if you say grass cat, it sounds like the word where you're not supposed to say. So if you make a tune and say bongo, like oh you have bongo naya, you know. If the word sound like the word where you're not supposed to use, you're not supposed to use the word which sound like the word where you're not supposed to use. I don't know if you're extreme, never get extreme. But you know, Nomad have a poem, you know, where them say some words, but them are say it so fast that it sound like them actually had say the words them where them know to say. So now the Broadcasting Commission now are commenting and I say, but wait, you know. Them things say them smart. All right, watch what we're going to do now. We're going to pass a law. See, them people, they can't do anything, you know. So I know, say, anytime you see certain things not solve, I know because it can't solve, you know. And them no want it solved. Anytime you see certain things not solving, it's not because them don't want it solved. It's not because them want it solved, it's because them don't want it solved. Because if a man can come with a laugh and tell you, say, look here, grass, if you say grass, and loving the other way if you talk about, it might go up a Sharpwood Road. You know? If I say short, he might say, no, you must not say Sharpwood Road or Eastwood Park because it sounds too much like the word that you're not supposed to say. Loving the air, the Ras can't sell no more cloth downtown again, you know. Because if you ever talk about the Ras where I sell the cloth them downtown, you're in a problem with the Broadcasting Commission. You know, see it? The Ras cloth must stop sell cloth, it must sell other things now. Go find some ackee for sell that then can take dry up on the road like the little granny and beat you. So may I say, Broadcasting Commission, me understand how that thing is the thing and how that work with something, but trust me, that one they sound kind of ticklish to me. And you know, so me always agree with what I say most of the time. Cardell Green and all them, man. I'm a bridging them for a long time. And me, you know, me like what I do. I me like say the thing when I do work. And even though me know you don't arrest nobody yet for the payola thing, you know. But you me I say no, listen. The argument sound kind of ticklish away. The Ras are selling cloth downtown now, and true, it sound like something we have to say. You can't say it. Eh? The Ras have had a nice piece of cloth, and you can't say the Ras cloth because it sound like something else where you're not supposed to say. Ah, boy, may I tell you. So, all the bongo them who have them grass cat where them a feed them donkey with in a country, who they better stop put grass on the cat because look more. If me start to sing about Uno, I mean, say the bongo with him grass cat down the road, and I'm going to say, that sounds too much like a road you're not supposed to use, you know. Yeah, that's that. Anyway, news time. What kind of news? Alternative news.
14 Caribbean nations are suing Britain, Holland, and France for slavery reparations that could cost hundreds of billions of pounds. Countries demanding compensation for quote-unquote awful legacy of Atlantic trade. They have hired lawyers who want payout for Kenyans tortured in the 1950s, where Britain compensated slave owners $20 million in 1834, equal to about 200 billion today. It says that that's CARICOM, a group of 12 former British colonies, together with the former French colony Haiti and the Dutch-held Suriname, believes the European government should pay, and the UK in particular. CARICOM has not specified how much money they are seeking, but senior officials have pointed out that Britain paid slave owners $20 million when it abolished slavery in 1834. That sum would be the equivalent of 200 billion today. And they go on to talk about the United States not addressing reparations, even though it's been discussed. In Washington, research from the Washington Associated Press, researchers using weather observations, computer models, and other data have calculated that Kingston, Jamaica, starting in about a decade, will probably be off the charts hot permanently. Other places are said to follow soon after.
Explain what they mean by off the chart hot. What I say is that
like worse than 96 degrees.
Jamaica will gone in a like certain place when we go in the world we are like 120 degrees. That means
in the shade.
Yeah, we're not gonna have no cold climate for certain little levels again. In the next 10 years, Jamaica climatical conditions are gonna reach all 120 over 100 because now we have all 96 degrees in the shade. Now that now gonna be a shady thing again because we're gonna have like serious hotness in a Jamaica.
Former Jamaican Prime Minister P.J. Patterson says a 15-member CARICOM grouping needs to strongly condemn recent developments in the Dominican Republic that could render stateless thousands of persons of Haitian descent. Patterson, a major player in efforts to integrate Haiti into the regional integration movement.
All right, we are going now, and you have to explain where
the Constitution Court in Santo Domingo has ruled in favor of stripping citizenship from children of Haitian migrants. The decision applies to those born after 1929, a category that overwhelmingly includes descendants of Haitians brought in to work on farms. The development, according to international observers, could cause a human rights crisis while leaving tens of thousands of people stateless and facing mass deportation and discrimination.
All right, where it really says that the Dominican Republic have tried to pass a law that any Haitian were born in a Haiti, in a Dominican Republic,
that is not, and they're not documented.
Yeah, from 1920. Listen to this, from 1920. 1929. There is a liability that they might be deported back to Haiti.
Not just them, but those people, a lot of those people would have died already. Their children.
Yeah. That make it worse.
So they're basically looking at 3 generations of people.
Them going to want to deport.
Yep. And they can't get any rights as citizens. Them can't get no health insurance benefits, not like that.
That is where Patterson have come out against, and I think everybody should have come out against it. People who have the goodwill of human dignity to come out against it, that you are going to make people alien who did born in your country from 1929.
As a dark-skinned people,
a long time that, from 1929. So anybody who born after 1929 who's Asian, who do not documented,
there are other persons who it applies to, but there are other persons who it applies to, but the majority of the persons are Haitians.
80 from 80. Because it connected, the two countries them connected. All right.
Ancient confession found we invented Jesus Christ. Biblical scholars will be appearing at the Covert Messiah Conference at Conway Hall in London on the 19th of October to present this controversial discovery to the British public. American biblical scholar Joseph Atwill will be appearing before the British public for the first time in London to present a controversial new discovery. Ancient confessions recently uncovered now prove, according to Atwill, that the New Testament was written by first century Roman aristocrats and that they fabricated the entire story of Jesus Christ. His presentation will be part of a one-day symposium entitled Covert Messiah at Conway Hall in Holborn. Although to many scholars his theory seems outlandish and it is sure to upset some believers, Atwill regards his evidence as conclusive and is confident its acceptance is only a matter of time. I present my work with some ambivalence, as I do not want to directly cause Christians any harm, he acknowledges, but this is important for our culture. Alert citizens need to know the truth about our past so we can understand how and why governments create false histories and false gods. They often do it to obtain a social order that is against the best interests of the common people. Atwill asserts that Christianity did not really begin as a religion, but a sophisticated government project, a kind of propaganda exercise used to pacify the subjects of the Roman Empire. Jewish sects in Palestine at the time, who were waiting for a prophesied warrior Messiah, were a constant source of violent insurrection during the first century, he explains. When the Romans had exhausted conventional means of squashing rebellion, they switched to psychological warfare. They surmised that the way to stop the spread of zealous Jewish missionary activity was to create a competing belief system. That's when the peaceful Messiah story was invented. Instead of inspiring warfare, this Messiah urged turn the other cheek pacifism and encouraged Jews to give unto Caesar and pay their taxes to Rome. Was Jesus based on a real person from history? The short answer is no, Atwill insists. In fact, he may be the only fictional character in literature whose entire life story can be traced to other sources. Once those sources are all laid bare, there's simply nothing left. Atwill's most intriguing discovery came to him while he was studying Wars of the Jews by Josephus, the only surviving first-person historical account of first-century Judea, alongside the New Testament. I started to notice a sequence of parallels between the two texts, he recounts. Although it's been recognized by Christian scholars for centuries that the prophecies of Jesus appear to be fulfilled by what Josephus wrote about in the First Jewish-Roman War, I was seeing dozens more. What seems to have eluded many scholars is that the sequence of events and locations of Jesus' ministry are more or less the same as the sequence of events and locations of the military campaign of Emperor Titus Flavius, as described by Josephus. This is clear evidence of a deliberately constructed pattern. The biography of Jesus is actually constructed tip to stern on prior stories, but especially on the biography of a Roman Caesar. How could this go unnoticed in the most scrutinized books of all time? Many of the parallels are conceptual or poetic, so they aren't all immediately obvious. After all, the authors did not want the average believer to see what they were doing, but they did want the alert reader to see it. An educated Roman in the ruling class would probably have recognized the literary game being played. Atwill maintains he can demonstrate that the Roman Caesars left us a kind of puzzle literature that was meant to be solved by future generations. And the solution to that puzzle is we invented Jesus Christ and we're proud of it.
Yes. Okay, so that is a new well, not a new, because this information has been around for a long time. But this scholar, this Atwill, his name?
Atwill, A-T-W-I-L-L.
Yeah, will be presenting this now to the British government about his findings in the idea that the construction of the New Testament was written by some Roman aristocrats. very interesting thing that is happening in these times. Okay, so you were just listening to Aishama in the studio here. Aishama is trying to let me be aware that I must tell the people them that they can follow me on Mutabaruka X. That's what you say? No, you have to tell me, you know, you can't shake it, you have to tell me.
The Twitter page is Mutabaruka X. Follow him at Twitter.
So you been there for X? So actually there for Twitter?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, me reach there. I reach now. My life is now complete, man.
And Facebook.
All right, you know, this is a weird thing in New York yesterday. Not it's in New York, no, not New York. Some place in it's which part it happened. Anyway, they must show you how terrible this thing, and this thing just come up on CNN and it on the newscast them now. A man in a subway train and him take out a gun in the subway train and him have the gun in him and this is a camera in the train and pick up this man, you know, with this gun. And him have the gun in him and him all ripe it all him nose and him thing there. And then, I mean, like people in the train, you know, nobody is seeing that this man have a gun, you know. And I'm going to tell you why nobody seen this man have the gun. And him take out the gun and just randomly shot somebody in the train and kill somebody. And that is when the people them realize they are man in the train. Guess what they was doing? They was on them cell phone. They was tweeting, they was doing all sort of thing. They was doing all sort of thing. Nobody recognized that there was somebody in the train with a gun. This is totally wiping away everything that is around you. And we see that happen right now. There's a thing that them show on the television, them show you a family and friends went out to have a picnic. And it's about 12 of them, you know. 12 youth and them friends go out, go have a picnic. And the picnic is not a picnic again because the children, them sit down there and them not talking to one another. Them not communicating with one another. Everybody is there with them two fingers, a press button. All who not text, I do this and I do that and I do that. We're in a serious situation. We're in a serious situation where we don't know how to communicate with each other again because of this modern invention, you know, where man press button and talk to somebody next door him. You know, usually you shout. No, you don't have to shout again. You just tweet and you just do all sort of thing. It's really weird. So the lesson is that really and truly we are lose the human connection. There's a human connection that is necessary that allows us to be human, and we're not. What you say?
No, I was saying is one of the other things that I say is that the whole technology thing has the ability to draw people who are far away from each other closer, but people who are close to each other push them apart.
Yes.
It's about balance.
And it kind of, yeah, but I try to figure out what balance it is that you and a group of people sit down and are your brethren and your friend them. I mean, on the side, so they go on a picnic.
No, well, I'm just saying balance in terms of, you know, say, all right, you can use it, you use it Twitter, you use it Facebook. People who you go school with, migrate. Yeah, but if somebody sit down right beside each other and text one another, that don't make no sense.
But people do that.
Don't make no sense.
People do that. People in the same house and
step in front of car because them a text. That don't make no sense.
But people do that.
Don't make no sense.
People do that. People in the same house and
step in front of car because them a text.
It's a weird thing. But all right. We still have to call them, but me I'll call them and come in. As I say, me love talk to my daughter here because she have some very interesting, youthful way of say things, you know, the way that it teach me a lot. It really teach me a lot. But this man really talk about language and words and how there were certain words and letters, and should I say, should I did the C is not a what? We have something for press there? Alright, click it. 745-079 974-5043 toll free number 991-4152. You put 1888 in front of that. This is the stepping razor, the art of war. So we are talking to Aisha Maya, so and with that to have a conversation we have, and she has said that C, the letter C to R could have do without in the alphabet. Why you say that?
Because the one letter have two sounds and there are two other letters that have the same sound. Because C is either
the one letter have two sounds and there are other letters that have
the same sounds.
Okay, so the one letter have
C
two.
is either pronounced as S or K. S is the same sound that S makes, and K is the same sound that K makes. Let me take out C and just use K or S.
Okay, so example with a word.
City.
City.
Yeah.
It could have pronounced Sity. And with the K now.
And it would make it easier when children are learning it too.
Oh, and the other word now is
kite. No, not kite. Capital.
Could have said K.
Kapital.
Okay. So you say it really not make no sense. So at what point it makes sense? Because the person them who created must recognize there's a certain sensibility in it.
Okay,
just overlooked by them.
Alright, even if you say, alright, they're homophones.
They are what?
You have homophones. I mean, there are other words.
Homophones?
Yeah, that sound the same way but have different meanings.
Okay.
Or the gramophone. Is gramophones? The ones that look the same but are pronounced different and have different meaning.
Okay.
Like read and read. The two of them spell R-E-A-D. One is the past tense, one is the present tense. Right. You know, so like with that, I mean, you have words like that. So if you can say, alright, it have different meanings, you can't say that that is why them do it. So them can't say, because you have sight, as in S-I-T-E, right? Then, I can't think of any others, but I mean, if you're saying it will get mixed up like that, just call it a different word or something. Exactly. When you're like, yeah. Yeah. Right. Take out the Y. Into English.
Yeah, oh gosh. Yeah, you know, it's never upon the ear. All right. When you said the C.
All right, so I guess we probably have
no,
to start
you was there. You was there. I wasn't.
Oh.
All right. We're talking about now, there's certain letters, just like the C. Like you say, catastrophe could have been K rather than C. So it wouldn't necessarily have a C. Cat could have been K-A-T rather than C.
C-A-T.
Yeah, so if that makes C null and void, as you say, you don't understand why they would do and put C there when they can't use either S or K for C. All right. Now there is a term, there's a letter near named J that was not included in the alphabet until about 500 years ago. And this J was to bring letters from other language over to the English language.
While they were doing the mix-up and blender.
When you say mix-up and blender, what do you mean?
That's what the English language is. Them taking words from all over and put it together and piece it together and make a new language.
All right. For instance, why you said it? Tell me.
Huh?
For instance, you said mix up and
like
blender.
Restaurant, facade, those are like French words.
With an E on the end.
Huh?
French word with an E on the end.
Yeah, facade is a French word.
Yes.
Spelled the same way, except that them take off the cedilla off of the C.
Okay. All right. So, all right, the letter J. We can talk about the letter J because I hope people don't know that J is the last letter
To be added.
for placing at the alphabet. 500 years ago, there was no J in the alphabet. So anybody where you say have a name
So
now,
anybody named Janet, the name Janet.
Janet. Well, that would have been in a different language, but not in the
because,
English
yeah, that's
language.
From French.
From French. But in the English language, you would have put I instead of J.
Right, because
So like James would have been Imes.
Imes.
Imes. Right? I mean, it might sound ridiculous what we have to say, but it's true. So J not there. So the idea of saying it's like there's a mix up between what is supposed to be English coming from Greek, what is supposed to be English coming from Latin, and what is supposed to be English coming from Hebrew language. Because we see now even the construction of the word where people say Yahshua, the English translation of Yahshua is Joshua. But in the Greek translation it is Jesus. Alright, how the word Yahshua come to be Jesus in the Greek language? And then who is if Joshua is the translation of Yahshua and Joshua is English, where did the translation of Jesus come from? Considering that Jesus is not the translation of the Hebrew Yahshua. You have any idea?
Well, the conversation went something to the effect that if you do the branching, apart from the whole, the splitting of the word from the Greek, the Latin, you know that, okay, so if Jesus is following the thing that they're taking out the Y and they're putting in the J, and Jesus is from Yahshua, then they would have taken out the Y from the Jesus and put in the J, so you'd have gotten Jesus. And then the Yahshua.
So you have said that now.
So the reasoning being
the Greek language is what is deciding the English, just Jesus, and not the English language, not the Hebrew language deciding the English translation.
That's one line of reasoning.
One line. Tell me the other line. That sounds like a snorting thing. Go ahead. Give me that other line. Give me the next line.
Can't think of it right now. I mean, apart from the one where you said that Jesus, when the whole conversation about the Jesus,
we don't want to go
the
into
two different words.
No.
I'm saying that's just one line of reasoning.
Right,
so it means then that, and then the implication of that would be that Joshua and Jesus, the person really named Jesus, or them the name Joshua, was it really Yeshua? Are they the same person? Since you have persons in the Bible prominent who name Joshua and who named Jesus, and according to what they're saying, that name was a pretty common name. So is it that Joshua was common, or is it that Jesus was common? And if it was Joshua that was the actual word, Yeshua, was it the same person that they were saying?
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah. But if you look on the translation of the word Yahshua, which is always Y, because if you talk about Joseph,
Yahshua
it's Joseph you really are talking about. Joseph in the translation of Hebrew, Joseph ben Yochanan,
and Yeshua ben Yosef.
It means Joseph. Ben Joseph is Joseph. Is the son of Joseph, right? All right. So what we see there is a definite move from Y to J. In the English translation of the Hebrew, the Y becomes J. But if the English translation, the Y becomes J, but it have the same kind of sound.
The implication would be that the person will never the name Jesus.
Because it is not coming from the Hebrew translation. Because the Hebrew translation is Joshua.
Yes.
So now we have to look on where the etymology of the word Jesus is coming from, based upon the Greek connection, because it could not be a Hebrew connection.
And needing to establish who the person is.
Yeah, well, that's what the person know. We don't talk about the language itself now. That there is a configuration of the word Jesus. And where did the word in the Greek concept. Where did the word Jesus come from? That we can now derive the word Jesus from. You know, if we have the term Jesus, and Jesus is not coming from the Hebrew translation, but it's coming from the Greek translation. The origin of the word Jesus, as it relates to Greek, must have a meaning before it reach to become a name of a person. And then we have to search for the Greek in the Latin translation. You see, because it's mostly Latin that is making up the English translation of words that move from Roman to Greek into English. You know, so most of the words them that the English language have,
Latin, yeah, the Roman Latin,
have its etymology in Greek or Latin. That is why when you go to hospital now, a whole part of time them write the prescriptions in a Latin. A whole part of the prescriptions them is written in a Latin. And we see that most of the words them come out of not England itself, but they are taking. Miss Lou don't say that already, you know. Miss Lou say them are call our language bastardization language, but them not say for them languages a bastardization of the Norman, French, and Latin, where them derive from. You know what I'm saying?
Them derive.
Yeah, them derive too. Because them say we get our language from certain things, and them never did have no language in itself. So them take piece of words here, piece of words here, and piece of words there. So it's very interesting to say, if we should talk about people who live in 500 years ago.
It would help to have somebody from that time to discuss the language.
I don't know, we'll have to find somebody from that time. Or we should have a language, a person who studies language. But then it's two. It's mother and it's father and daughter. I try to come to grips with it. Father and daughter try to come to grips with certain things in their brains and consciousness. Step in, Razor. Yes. Ill. Step in. All right. Like we talk too long and a person is gone. Okay.
Know what you doing to me, baby. Keep on doing.
Yeah, the man called Richie Stevens. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You chat too long for that thing in a restaurant.
Which thing?
Hey. Earlier you talk about the crime thing. You really feel my heart, man.
Hey.
Yes. It's saddened me to the core, man.
Yeah, terrible, man.
Yeah, so you have a little thing for my mind, for my chest, so I'm not like to share it.
Yeah, get it off of your chest quick before you get sick.
Yeah, you know. All right. They say since you have a consciousness, a degree of consciousness, and maybe with reincarnation, we live many, many lives. They say when we decide to come here, make an appearance, physically come here, we make a decision, a conscious decision to take on certain hardship, certain difficulties, certain trials. Because of the wrong we do to each other. We rape, kill, create all kind of madness, jealousy, treachery, all kind of things. We decide consciously to take on certain hardship. So you can see before your very eyes, even the young kids, you can see the mischievous nature in their very faces, their behavior. You can see it. So what it requires is love and guidance and compassion, because since we have an interest in our return, when we're coming back here, we're going to come back and read what we score, what we have produced, what we have planned. We're going to come back and benefit from it. So some people will benefit from what we just said, and some people will not. So I just thought.
Well, give thanks, Bridget. Give thanks.
All right.
Give thanks for the input, yes. The man that talk about consciousness and reincarnation and making a conscious decision. I don't know how you do that in terms of the reincarnated soul. I don't know how you would make a conscious decision to come back as what you want. According to how I know them talk about reincarnation is that you come back to fulfill the thing that you did not experience in the life before, or you wanted to experience in the life before. You come to fulfill it. Step in.
Mother's Bakery. Enjoy our yummy banana bread and cinnamon Danish today. Available in select supermarkets island-wide. The time brought to you by Mother's Bakery is...
Yeah, the time is 19 minutes past the hour of 4 o'clock. You're on the Step-In Razor. Yes, Step-In Razor. Someone asked me if every name can be translated. And when I say names is just words. Like, for instance, them ask me if Mutabaruka can be translated. Of course, Mutabaruka can be translated. Just like Haile Selassie can be translated. You know, Mutabaruka is not an English word. Haile Selassie is not an English word. But you have a translation in English. The thing is that you don't change the word in a certain, you know, in a certain language, you don't change the word if it suit the translation. You see, what we just talked about a while ago was the movement of a word to suit a language, but claim that the word that comes from that language represent the idea from a next language. You know, when we talk about the word and we say this word come from Greek or this word come from Latin, it don't mean say the word in the origin of the word or the big word that use etymology, it means say the word come from or it move cross from a next language. It just means say this language use this word for bring it to English language. It don't mean say the same word mean the same thing in the next language. I don't know if I don't want to sound confusing. I don't want to sound bright there, you know, but we just talked about, for instance, Joshua a while ago. Joshua is an English word, but Joshua don't derive from a Greek word. You see, Joshua don't derive from a Greek word. It is Jesus that is derived from the Greek word. But people claim that Jesus, the translation of Yeshua is Jesus, which is not the translation. The translation, Jesus translation come from Greek and Latin translation. It don't come from Hebrew translation. You see, because as we said, there's no J in there unless you translated it into English. Now you have Joshua. Just like how we just talk about Joseph, which is Joseph. You know, so we have to take them things in consideration. Anyway, click it. Yes.
Yes, Muta.
Blessed.
One love, sir.
Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, man, me love the reason you and the daughter go on. I hear daughter that I talk.
Yeah, man. She teach me enough, you know. She made
yeah, that me realize, man, say, you know,
I will listen to her sometime, you know. Sometime.
Yeah, man. Boy, I love the reason you depend. And yeah, you touch a topic there where, trust me, it depend on the lips, man. Because earlier on, yeah, I talk about the crime rate we have going on in country.
Yes, and we now get nowhere for not solve it.
No, Muta, me I tell you, man, we need some more teachers like you to really highlight and make the people them know what I'm going. Because it's like everybody dumb.
Yes.
And
yes.
If man like you today talk about it, I don't know how to take place. Trust me, because as you say, the man, them suit certain things to suit for themselves, but when it come down to I and you and the next will come on them both.
Yes.
We don't really have no say in our country, you know, see it.
And we were supposed to, well, not me, but the people were supposed to put them there.
Yeah. Yeah, I will put them there, and at the end of the day, there's no accountability.
No.
You understand? And it's rough, it's sad, because our little country this, you know, man. Our little country this, and if things are get out on them, what we have to do? What next?
I say, brethren.
Brethren,
we have to find a way, you know. We, the people, have to find a way. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we have to find a way. Give time.
Yeah, man, a long time we have come out here, man. Because maybe your name know, but you remember when you used to come back with content, you used to say about the place there, man.
Okay, but it's all like we come over there every day, come tint me, Clark. It's all like me come over there every day, come to
No, really, but yeah, we don't like country, you know.
All right, sir, give thanks, man.
Yeah, man, so no flop here, sir.
Yeah, all right. You know, it's a serious thing. Before we go to the program, a line up here. Last year when we just come on the program, we make a suggestion. We know say my suggestion them kind of radical, but me still feel say it plausible. I feel that every person who decide them want to hold an office in government, they should have an individual manifesto. In other words, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Agriculture should have an individual manifesto. What do I propose to do for the next 4 years or the next 2 years? The councillor in an area should have a manifesto. The member of parliament for the area should have a manifesto to find out what is he going, his intentions. And I am saying, non-apologetically, that if at the end of his tenure, he does not fulfill these things, outside of a so-called act of God or some war, he should be held accountable and taken before the courts and tried for not securing his position as a true leader of the people. He should be jailed for not doing the thing that he professed and claimed he would do in the time that he was allotted to do it. And we know that certain things can make a man don't do certain things, but I am saying outside of famine and disease will take over the land and war and earthquake and flood, no government minister, no parliamentarian and no councillor should have promised the people them things to get vote. And then when them done, you know, see the thing where them they tell you so them are going to do. No, them should have been held accountable and carried to the court and charged and arrested. And depends on the crime to them should be life sentence. Because you can't keep and promise the people them and promise the people them just a vote. And when you get the vote, me not see in my area, the road will fix this and that, and you don't have no money this because the big government now give no money for it. Then why did you promise the people them the things that you say you are going to do and you did not do it? That is the question. You must not highfalutedly, if there is such a word, promise people things that you know you will not be able to fulfill. And I am thinking that if these councillors and MPs did know, say, at the end of them lifetime in government, they would be arrested and given several years for a non-performance and for illegally promising the people them pie in the sky. I think they wouldn't have promised with so much things where them know to them now fulfill. A man say, I'm going to fix the road. By that time, him fix the road. You see, if him not fix the road, trust me, him need to go to prison. A man say, by that and that time, water would be in your area, or the road leading to your agricultural site would be working. Him should be arrested. If when him done him tenure, it not happen. Yes, step in.
Step in.
Yes.
DJ Kev, Alabama.
Okay, all right, sir. Blessed man.
All right, you know, we like the reason them with Jesus, and, you know, we like them reason there.
Yeah.
But me just one little thing me I say still. Remember, you have translate, and you have transliterate, you know.
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
So,
you know, translate and
so when you translate something like, you say, bien in a Spanish, bien mean good, it convey the meaning there, that same emotion there. But transliterate, on the other hand, I like when they want to preserve the original word from that language to this language, they must switch the letter them with where the same letter mean in our next language, you see me?
So how Joshua become Jesus?
But that me I say, if them do that still, me never see how that become that. You know, see?
Joshua is not Jesus. What Jesus is, Jesus, coming from Greek translation into English. Joshua is the English translation coming from Hebrew.
Yeah.
See, so and because there's no Y in the Hebrew, because there's no J in the Hebrew language, them use Y instead. No,
Okay,
it's English use Y. No, wait there. When there was no J in English, them use I.
Yeah.
Because
the J is the extension of the I.
Yeah, so James was not J. There was no King James.
Yeah.
When King James was alive. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Him name never spelled James. It's spelled Iames. No,
yeah, because one time the Isus, one time the Isus. Iesus.
Yes. So we have to understand, like when I Josephus, there was no Josephus. Because there was no J in the alphabet. See, this I you'd have to put there. You understand?
Yeah, and it would have been a different something. And as I can say, in the Christian thinking now, certain word have certain power. So if you call that name there, and I know the original thing, I can't call upon a wrong name then, because a name should have preserved the meaning, no matter where you go. I see him thing.
Well, it's like a man that say, John, and you might call John and your name Tom. And say, but me not going to answer.
Yeah, who you call?
Who you call? And you say, but no, this is the name where me give you because me can't call the word Tom, so me say John.
Yeah, I was talking now. Me like somebody when I the church or religion or pastor, just come on, man, and give you a little insight. I want to think about that because they always attack the thing them, you know. But when you go to them, I say, boy, do not go so. But the information out there, I don't know secret, you know.
You see, all right, no, me can't bother with ignorance, you know, Rasta. I mean, my command just go and keep him ignorant. Me talk to people now who want to understand certain things, and if him don't understand if him don't accept me, I say, him just turn on him computer and go deal with it. I make the computer teach him. But me, the part of the station, so no, me I do something where me want the people them to think on the things them that them never usually think on. Because
tell some people, since me hear talk, me tell some people and them run me. I'm sorry, go search.
But I want people go run the bridging. If them run me every day. Anyway, we have to move your bridging. We have to move, yeah?
Yeah, next week. Yeah, man, this time.
Click it.
Yeah.
And tell the people, well, do it, tweet, why, you know, so we get your information about the word and Zeus and the connection between Ionos and all these things. So why you know that? But we want to tell the people them that Calabash Ital Restaurant is having a what you call it, Customer Appreciation Day. Yeah, on October the 19th from 5 p.m. And guess what play? Quantum and Mutabaruka. Oh gosh, man. The modern meet the vintage in the modernity of the thing. Yes. So selectors at that Customer Appreciation Day will be yours truly and DJ Quantum. And that is happening at 7 James Avenue. Why know that is taking place? 5 p.m. until is invited, is free. Food I got there and all these things. I remember it's a restaurant. So why know that is taking place? October the 19th. Yours truly and DJ Zoff will be there. Customer Appreciation Day, Calabash Restaurant. Okay. I got through with the call them and thing and playing the music in between. Yes, step in.
Hello?
Yes.
Greetings, Mota.
Blessed.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Yeah, that's your program, you know? I don't want that with crime situation in my country.
The crime business, yes.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of the fundamental duty of any government is to provide security.
Yes.
A sense of security towards the citizens.
Definitely.
However, this government and previous government have failed us miserably. Because they are failed to do so. You know? So when you look on the crime situation in Jamaica, about 2 business start and I feel lock it up.
Yeah? Which one start the business them?
Now central man, they still have flowers and something, fruits and them thing them. criminal and loot the place and all these things. And they do like a farming and one of my rape the things and fear, you know.
$3
Yeah, because, you know, crime. So it a drive out investments, whether small businesses or large businesses.
Big
business. Party, I have my car. I can't enjoy myself in that party, but the fear is that you might not come back. Every other mate, you dance with a girl, you have to just lift and go check for your car and come back and say, alright, they are hurt. That's what I say. It's like a knock in Jamaica.
Hold on there, what you say? You dance with a girl and you have to afraid to say somebody if you can't chill outside.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, in Jamaica is a knock, you know.
That's funny, that is funny, really.
But the politician, we don't hold them accountable, you know. Because in Jamaica, we have people, they call themselves known criminal. Man, show up on a criminal status, you know.
Yeah.
And no one criminal should be oxymoron, you know.
Yeah.
Man, a known criminal and them up on the street seeing where people prefer to give evidence against them and them things.
But when I say that most people who commit crime thing it's on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, most criminals who, I mean, it's like it's an award to be a criminal in Jamaica.
Yeah, man. It's a glorifying one. The artists and thing, boy, you become community heroes and all these things.
For you as an artist, you go to jail, you get big kiddos.
Yeah.
For you as an artist, you go to jail. Everybody love you more.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, but you have a prime minister in the country, yeah, man, the confess of my career, yeah, man, where so them have done all these things and still like get ready and them do all sorts of things. And I mean, I say, what sense do them leaders? You know what sense, sir?
Yeah.
So, I live in one neighborhood, I walk on the street with my girlfriend at night time and I probably stop in a like a corner and do like a thing. Yeah, I'm afraid.
The way you go to hotel, man, wait, the whole land. If you go to hotel with that, Rasta, you want something in a corner and do a thing?
No, man, I mean,
you deserve to get all up. You deserve
no.
You are carrying up woman and you want something in a corner to do a thing.
But you should be able to free in your country.
No. If me a police and pass you, me lock you up. And if me a gunman, me just gun butt you and take away human from you and say, watch, don't talk to him again.
No, man, me not say, we are degrading the females them to that. But in other countries, man for free that them can do that without even thinking about it. But enough time to see people on the road that do them something.
Yeah, but the man a dog, Rasta. You must think about it. You're not dog, man.
No, man say God no make house, no, man. A man make house.
God no make house? Oh,
God come up in that. A man make house, a man make building, you know.
No, but then a man a look for you. Watch out, a man a look for you too when you do it, you know. A man a look for you when you do it too.
Yeah, true thing. But I say, Mom, I say, hi, now look at crime. I say, it should have been free to free.
Yeah, somebody can sit down in a park and watch the moon and all them something there.
Yeah, man, I hug up our.
Yeah, you know. Nothing, man. No carry going no further.
Yeah, man. I don't know what I say still. That's the point to me.
Yeah.
So, boy, you know, your mind not free in that country because of crime and everything, man.
But everybody have the same problem here right now. That if you have 2.something million people in the country and everybody is functioning in that fear factor, why can't these politicians see say them have to solve the crime issue in Jamaica before them can claim any headway into any other aspect of the Jamaican society? Whether it is be private enterprise, public enterprise, whether it be anything, if the crime rate in Jamaica is not put under control, I am telling them that not going to work.
Yeah, I want to say something. We can say something already. I believe that this crime thing can be controlled in 1 month.
Bridget, I'm going to tell you something, man. You know why the crime rate is on the loose like this? Because it's pure poor people are kill poor people.
Exactly.
Pure idiot black youth are kill idiot black youth.
Yeah, true thing. For after me, so what hasn't get killed now? The whole country locked down, the whole business place them locked down.
Then you remember the people them are going when them call the place again, Emancipation Park or demonstrate.
Exactly.
You remember the time? Well, I tell you, say, the only reason why it's the crime can't go under control is because the people them who is dying is the masses of poor black people in Jamaica. Because if there was a situation where you have certain kind of people are dead, right away the thing would have stopped.
That's true.
When I ask nobody that. If certain people did that dead in Jamaica, right away the thing would have stopped.
Exactly, but I'd be a poor people and I'd be a poor man too.
So we have to look into that. We have to look into that, brethren.
Yeah, man. If I can imagine 1,500 people, I think average 1,500 people in Jamaica here, you know. Imagine 1,500 dead people in one place and see how that look.
Old
that
people live longer now. Old people.
Yeah.
Because I bet you any money. So the amount of old people were dead were over 70 and 80 is less than the amount of youth were dead from either gunshot from police, gunshot from brethren.
A gunshot from a gunman.
Yeah.
I believe I've witnessed a vehicle, a chase another vehicle of 1.5 kilometers. A shoot of a vehicle, you know.
Yes.
A shoot of another vehicle now, even when shop open, neighbor, to a neighborhood, you know, where people living us.
Bright or not?
No, in that evening, about 5, 6 o'clock. A shoot up an next vehicle without no care in the world.
But nothing, round you.
And then get to it. God, nobody not see nothing. When police come, nobody not see or hear nothing.
Watch a man. Police are shoot criminal. Criminal shoot police. Criminal shoot criminal. I mean, all the thing I go on so. Criminal are kill criminal. Criminal are kill police. Police are kill criminal. Then where is the end of this thing here?
Yeah, man. A murder with a murder, man. A murder with a murder. So that
you see, New York, them need to send some people go to New York or talk to Mayor Catch, the former mayor, and how him get curbed. Because one time people did afraid to walk in New York. There is a place, I am told by a lady in New York, when I tell her that I was going to Norway, she said, I must talk to the people, the Norwegian people, and find out how is it that they are able to have such a crime rate in Norway that they are now closing down prisons. They are closing down prisons in Norway. That means that there are certain rehabilitation that is going on with prisoners. That, I mean, we are following America, Rasta. America, we are following, you know. America have most prisoners in the world, you know. Imagine that. America have 300 million people. And America have the most prisoners in the world. And them franchise out prison. And now we are reading that thing where they must say, the prisoners, the people them who run in the prison, they have to make sure it's the prisoners in the prison. Because they're going to do certain
it's a money-making thing.
Oh, you mean it's a money-making thing? If you're going to prison, the money...
I look at this politician, a benefit wholly from the crime, that's why I'm not interested.
Yeah, but the problem is that if you are a franchise out prison, and a man it's a business him going on, you know.
Exactly.
How a prison run? A prison run by having prisoners.
Yes.
There's no need why you should stop criminality if the idea of running a prison is to have prisoners in it. That is America, you know.
Yes, America.
Now, the prison them overcrowded, you know. And what it's going to force the government to do now is to build more prison.
Exactly.
Because I remember, say, the place where them call remand center, you know, was a place where you used to have craft things, you know. And them turned this craft place into a prison.
Irony.
You never know. You never know. So it was a place where craft this and you can't buy wholesale craft and all. Them turned the craft place in a prison. And little more they're going to franchise out prison. But I want to know if they going to put a prison up in a Cherry Gardens. I put a prison which part them know say, well, boy, right now, no criminal activities now there. Because I love a prison near my yard because it's supposed to be the safest place.
Yeah, man, the safest place, man.
But is that the thing? Anyway, give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man, respect and good program here.
Yeah, man, that is. It's a serious thing with this thing. The prisoners, them overflowed. I mean, when you go at GP, too much people in that prison there. And then you have the water them a piece of them not in a prison. The water them in a prison said we. And the water them get frustrated sometimes to and take it out from prisoners. And the water them do things where them not supposed to do. And them can't go jail free because them say them down in a jail already. Smuggling and all these things are going on. I mean, I say, it's a really a terrible thing when we have to have more prison because the criminality is so active that them all turn centers for young children, Jamaican children. Them have to reform the place to allow for young people there, which is the same prison. Jamaica is going the way where we have to now have private investors to invest in prison. Maybe the Chinese go and come down here and show them how to run prison. Because you have over 1 billion people in a China. And China don't have the amount of prisoner where America have, because the whole time we have follow America. The crime rate too high. Me had the moan that today. The crime rate too high, Rasta. We don't feel comfortable. Jamaican people don't feel happy. They must have watch out behind them back too much. You have to figure out if you can't go there, so I can't go there, so. We're supposed to walk on Spanish Town Road and not feel nowhere. That's why the people never call for Dudus. Because there was a time when Dudus, the pasa keep. And white people from ghetto, uptown people, all sort of people, enter the worst place. What them say? In a Kingston. And no feel no way. How is that possible? And Dudus is a criminal. And the people them who is not criminal cannot stop 4 gunmen from over there to run, go over there to kill 5 people, and 4 people from over there to go kill 4 people. How is it that this criminal, when him dead there, them think that nah happen? How Dudus get children to go to bed by 8 o'clock? This brother who say him is a criminal, who confess him is a criminal, how him get picnic in a community if he go to bed by 8 o'clock? Yeah. Yes. Step in.
Motor.
Yes.
Step in.
Who?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. It seems like we're not catch up on the Christian thing and have get rid of it. Because I guess me play on tape and say, if I grab one loose thread, the whole thing will come apart with this name thing about Jesus and the J. Like the reasoning. Then, one most important thing still with the reason about the crime rate.
Yes.
We have an idea.
We don't want to come out fight.
Eh?
We don't want to come out fight today.
All right. Listen to my idea. Maybe if you agree, you tell me if you disagree. Let me know. All right. We took the key of African history and African consciousness. Tell me if you disagree. Let me know. All right. We took the key of African history and African consciousness. You see, in the schools, kindergarten, picking them to start learn about Africa, start play with African dolly and them way there. And start get you with them water gun and them thing there. Primary school right up to secondary. Right. And picture and statue and them thing there are great African leaders. They all over the place. Like all in Haiti. You talk about Haiti while they and how for them crime law. I'm doing a little research on them. I find out say you know, the Asian people them have all type of statue for them great leader. But the French name them have still, but through them colonized by the French. And that's how I get to realize for them thing different. Them retain most of the African culture by them little voodoo thing. And although that's not really no bad thing, I just for them cultural expression that. Like how we'd have Wobia and sitting out there. Then, if you teach you them from at an early age, because we have to create this crime thing and it happen overnight. So you don't get rid of overnight neither. You understand? You have to create a new generation of people where I come up now. Because the youth, them heart different. You see me? And with the African history now, them can see them other brother who over the zinc fence. They are the African brother come with them in the same slave ship come at this place here. They could have see them as them family. You know, Jamaican normally kill them family so easy. You understand? Yeah, man. Once you see them one another as family, I key that. The key, like how the Chinese, you never catch 2 Chinese argue yet. Now the Indian them when them
no,
come.
wait there, you can't say that, Bridget. I mean, never
very rare.
Chinese argue, but them now bring the argument in the public.
Yeah.
Chinese, right now, the Chinese the Chinese are giving the Tibetians them 1 L in a China. So we can't say that. You know, see, them argue, but them don't argue in the sense where you find, say, like in the community where them live, like in a Jamaica, you know. You know, Chinese are kill a Chinese. It's not that them don't argue, you know. But, brethren, black people in a traumatic position, we are traumatized by history. History traumatized us. We need to understand how history traumatized we. Anyway, you know what, brethren, we have to go to this catchback business, yeah? Yes, step in, razor, the art of war. We're there with you. Thursday. We want the people them know that next week we're not going to be here, but you'll be having Andrea Williams and Ron Mushet navigating the program next week, Thursday. Understand? As you hear from certain things that are going on, so we are going to celebrate Black History Week somewhere else, way over the other side of the world. So, yes, Ron Mushet, Andrea Williams, 2 programs come together for really push this program here next week, Thursday. Why you love Ron Mushet? Ron Mushet tell Elise Kelly, say, him now wearing no shoes next week coming at the studio. And me forget Elise the whole heap of incense them, because she don't need the incense them for Ron Mushet barefoot in the studio. And me I protect my sister-in. Me love Elise Kelly very much, and I don't want anything happen to her. So maybe I have to go get the driver the incense them for gear for that day specifically, Thursday. Okay. Step in.
Oh, maybe I have to go get the driver the incense.
Step in.
Yes, step in.
Stop listening to the radio now, man.
Yeah.
Brethren, stop listening to the radio.
Muta.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah. You know, sir, me hear you talk and sing, you know, but you know, sir, a critical question to ask, you know, sir, there's responsible leadership and responsible followers. And I think enough of we in Jamaica, you know, who are citizens of Jamaica, don't know how to be responsible followers and citizens. You never check that yet. So the leaders are irresponsible, you know. The followers are irresponsible to how the leadership set up. Right? But everybody wants to find a scapegoat, and so what's right and what's wrong, and I'm going to throw off their responsibility. Because if a man is responsible for himself, how am I going to be responsible for him, brother? I'm wrong and I'm right. And so it's set, you know.
Yeah.
So, and the first thing to be responsible is to be free. You know, free, you know, responsible, you know. So not for we run up and down and pretend that we're free and we're not free.
Both is slave. We are both slave.
Responsible.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And then we elect irresponsible people, and then at the end of the day, I wonder how the outcome says so. Because, well, we don't want nobody to say, look, you're free, you're responsible for this, and you're accountable for this. So, how it's going to go? The next generation will come up with a bit irresponsible followers who will elect irresponsible leaders.
Yeah, all right. That's why it's a cycle and a vicious cycle. Keep going round and round and round.
Cycle and it's education, because we push black culture, or we push white culture, we push Spanish culture, we push every type of culture by history when everybody are pushing it. Right? And I can tell you one thing when we in Jamaica now push. Pick up a book. Go up on the internet. None of them now do that. Because if you have the bulk revolution,
we do it on this program, yeah. We do it on this program, yeah. The most of the time we tell people, say, look here, go up on the internet, go read a book. Marcus Garvey tell us already a stop sign. Where there a bus stop, take up a book and I read it.
You know?
Yes.
But watch, you know?
Yeah.
1911, when the Russians, the monarchy got wiped out, they realized that most of Russia were serfs, and the serfs were slaves to the Romanovs, and they were uneducated in 1911. Yet by 1960, they were able to do what?
reach the moon.
Yes, definitely.
You realize that the Cubans, after Fidel were mostly uneducated. Look at Cuba now.
No illiteracy in Cuba.
So you're trying to, enough people in Jamaica are trying to mimic and talk about Singapore, come here and Singapore, to this and Singapore, to that. But then I realize that the Singaporean people, they pick it up on themselves, to pick up a book, learn, innovate, adapt, evolve. We just have spin around the same thing, word, talk, word, talk. And while African history is oral, Africans have realized that in order to move ahead and compete, they must not only protect their oral history, they must adapt to the written history. They must adapt to the written word. That's why Nigeria has so much billionaire in it. Nigeria focus on education. Even with the stripe and thing we are going in Nigeria about oil. So, Jamaica need to wake up to the thing and stop blaming people. And that's the first thing that needs to do. Accept the responsibility of being free, then accept being accountable for them family first, then for them community, and then for them country. And that's how crime is going to stop.
I agree with you, brethren. Totally agree with you. We agree with you. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks, man. Yeah, man. And something like here, the youth them talk. And that we are trying instilling at the youth them. You know, we always say, you see this idea of investigating by information. If you don't have no information, you will never be inspired. Because it is the person who have the most information get the most inspiration. And we have been down in the quagmire of madness so much about superstitious thinking. And if you don't have no information, you will become superstitious. Because it is the lack of information that put you in this hole of superstition. The lack of information leads to superstition. And when we're looking at the Jamaican society right now, people prefer to believe in superstitious things than to acquire information to come to a truer understanding or come to a knowledge of what is in them and around them. So we are asking the ones them who's listening to search for knowledge through information, not through superstitious thinking. Step in.
Hello?
Yes.
Mota.
Yes.
Go on, King. Respect and honor, sir.
Blessed man.
First of all, me I tell you, sir, me love the program today. I mean, a one of a kind.
Yes.
Me like the topic, you see me say? Straight off the top, crime are the biggest problem in our country. And without crime solved, we're going to lose most of our young girls, most of our young youth. We're going to have a generation who grow up, but not consider thinking nothing about crime. So, I mean, and one of the things I want to talk to you about something that happened like 3 to 4 weeks ago, but about a crime, but a little 5-year little boy involved in it. But I'd like to tell you about it real quick if I can after here, because I don't know who I listen and what people thinking, you understand me? Yeah, man, because I don't know who is who and whatever, because you understand me? There's a little youth, man, that's something bad happened to. Alright, but hear me now. It's a little 5-year-old little youth. 5-year-old, and right now he can't walk. I just tell me that give an interview, so you don't know the things there, you see me? But anyhow, still more that, I'd like to share that information with you about, show you how cruel it is.
Cruel it is, yes.
Yeah, I tell them, man, the wicked, if you see a little youth like that, never would can't even put on him clothes again, and don't even do nothing to nobody. But because of wickedness and these crimes that are going on in our country, cause this little youth for the rest of their life. They don't even enjoy life, they don't even know what it is to enjoy life. Right about now, if you sit down in a chair, somebody have to move him from
the little 5-year-old youth you talk about.
5 years, what you mean, man? Them something of wickedness, man. People can't do them things that to kids, man.
Wow, what them do? What them do to the youth? Tell me.
I end up shoot the youth. Shoot the youth. Mother end up shoot the youth.
Who shoot the youth?
Some, well, me can't tell you how, because I don't really know how, me just know what happened to the little youth.
The people them who shoot the youth. The people them who in the area knows who shoot the youth.
Nobody don't know what. I know nobody don't know what. Man, we just know so the little you get shot and the little you cripple. 5-year-old.
And nobody don't know who shoot him.
Nobody.
Okay.
You see what life is? Then something of wickedness, man.
So why them shoot the little youth?
Oh God, man. Crime thing in our country and much of the country.
Maybe them a look for you, me don't know. Maybe them a look for you and the youth get shot, me don't know.
Oh no, man, them think not, man. We not go down that road, man. We just tell you what happened.
Them just come and see a little youth and shoot him, so.
No, man. I understand. Say it's a house, then go burn the house down and
no, that me ask you, man. Something them go far.
And the little youth, yeah, and the little youth get. Yeah,
so you know you catch him short.
Yeah, you may say now them thinking, man, little youth, man. I mean, I tell them, man, little baby boy, man. You may say.
Well, Bridget, I tell you, say that happen every day.
Oh God, man. In our country, man.
Every day that I go on. I try to scare the
clean up with the crime thing still on with the motor. Start from top to bottom, you know.
Eh?
The thing with the crime thing in our country starts from top to bottom, you know.
Oh, you mean if it start from top to bottom?
Yeah, man.
You know where it start from? At the top it start from.
Oh, you mean, man, start from the top right down to the bottom, and if you don't start cleaning up right about it, we reach to a point that we can't stop it no more. And I real talk.
You hear me say? Say? The reason why it is not being stopped is because certain people is not getting killed in Jamaica.
And it is true.
If the majority of Jamaican youth killing the majority of Jamaican youth, including the young black policeman them who get the authority in them uniform to kill off young black youth in the ghetto, and the young black youth in the ghetto decides they're going to take revenge not only upon the people them in the area where they shoot him mother for a long time, but they're going to take revenge upon the police too. So the police youth are shoot the young youth in the ghetto. The young youth decides they're going to shoot both himself in the ghetto and the police youth, and the thing go on and on and on and on. No.
I never stop.
There's a certain set of people in Jamaica that is untouchable. There's nothing happening to them. And I am telling you, if something should happen, which I don't want it to happen, but if it should happen, that the same way you say, black youth are dead in the ghetto, these other people would die. You that's the thing, stop.
Yep. And the black youth, them nowadays are fool too, you know, because them see man make man put gun in the hand and kill off them one brother and sister. And they now wise up.
You see the people them who are put gun in the youth them hand, is the same people them who now fight 100 and kill 100. You know?
No, you're mad, Muta, with a black country, you know, so the best thing if you keep we are fighting against each other, you know.
The people them who give these, who have these guns are coming to the country through deals and wheels and drugs and things. It's not the black youth them in the ghetto. Control that.
Because they don't have the money, they don't have the power, they don't have the connection. Are the bigger, are the
no, you don't have no plane. It may have a little Escalade park up and feel say him and money. It's like boat it slave.
No power is there, man.
Anyway, give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, heads up in the motor, you see it?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yes. It's a terrible thing when you reach a stage where you have to talk them way there. You know, see, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Look for where we are going in Jamaica. You keep all something and you say, boy, you know, you want people come here and say, boy, I mean, I go to Sorasta, I mean, I do this, I mean, I do that, and all them way there. You know, see it. A man that like all drive, go down all on the waterfront, as the youth say, go hug up him girlfriend and all them things and talk over things and time. You know the man I say, he mean a dance with him girlfriend. And if you're afraid if somebody thief him car outside. Every minute him have to go outside, he can't have a good dance with a girl. Because him dance one dance, so him have to run go outside, go see if a man thief him car. You have to take bad things make laugh, you know, believe you me. Trust me. Yes, step in.
Muta.
Yes.
Good evening, Muta. Where are you going, man?
What you say?
You hear me?
Yeah, me I hear you.
You know, say more ask there a question, my brother. Before anything, you know, one blessed love to their and their family, you know, everyone we are listening, you know.
Yeah, blessed man.
You know, say more on their answer I and tell I. Is it crime that causes poverty, or is it poverty that causes crime?
Right. You know, one time I heard things says poverty causes crime, and I look on countries that is worse off than Jamaica, and I see that the crime rate in these countries is not like Jamaica.
Makes sense.
For instance, I look on Haiti, and I always talk about Haiti. Haiti have 10 million people. Them have an earthquake that they will shake 300,000 people dead. You know, see, them have come through a colonial system where them have to pay reparation to France. Them have a thing where it's so against them. It's like everything is against them. You always hear catastrophe. When hurricane come, it always go through Haiti. And I am saying that it's one of the poorest countries in the world. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world. And when I look at the 10 most murderous countries in the world, I don't see Haiti come up on it. When I look at the countries, the 15 worst countries to visit, I don't see Haiti come up on it. Jamaica, they are 5th. So my thinking is that one time I didn't really say a true people not have no job. Why them not commit the crime?
I wouldn't say. You see, is a package of things, you know.
Yeah, that's
and
a different thing.
It started with slavery and the hypocrisy. You see, the whole system still in. But it started with slavery.
Black people in Jamaica traumatized. We never get no counseling after slavery.
Let me tell you, you see slavery. You see the education system.
Yeah.
And the religious system. In a present form are the two most dangerous systems, the political system, them three systems there. Politics, religion, and the education system are the three most dangerous systems right now in the world for you to how them have it.
Yeah.
So you see, the system I forgot change, for change this thing here. Because at the end of the day when you check it now, you never hear them say them a prevent crime yet in a fire, every day them a fight crime.
Yes.
And a kill off the youth them, the misled youth them. Because nobody just wake up and want to criminals for fire. I want to kill people.
No, sir. No, sir.
You get me? I come
There's
from a
something. There is something.
You see the thing with the television for you know, say the reason why the man created the television was to form the perception of people. Yeah. And if you check the whole the bad man history in Jamaica, and you can mirror it with from the cowboy show them when they used to have the whole heap of theater them where you see them no more. Boy in Jamaica, come down to the gangster movie them. The whole mirror where the youth them are going within the fire.
Yes.
So the whole system and too much hypocrisy in the system fire. People need to come forward because you see, at the end of the day, we know say people live where them learn.
Yeah.
And we know say the thing where them use for control people. The undercurrent teaching, where them call it the subliminal teaching.
Subliminal teaching, man. Yeah, man.
You get me I come from, so right now fire, people have to just get up and be serious and know say fire, them want change because we need to save youth them. Or we have to stop crime, kill
no, me need to save my we are talking about youth, Rasta. Me need to save my mother and my father.
I'm not talking about exactly, but at the end of the day, the motor, the youth them are the future. I will show you a thing.
Yeah.
The greatest people them come from out of Jamaica, or put Jamaica on the map. I get the poor people, you know.
Yes. And well, you forget the poor people don't realize that.
You get me I come from, so right now, fire, you see, I feel like you see the whole heap of diamonds and gems them in the ghetto where them corrupt the youth them and turn youth them again. Because right now, fire, you see, I see a thing go on, you know, we know so the youth them are the future, you know. And we know we need to save everybody, mother and innocent, so-called innocent people. And you see, I go left because I go left there with this. One of the greatest education a mankind needs is that thing we name spiritual education.
Yes.
And when I talk about like what the ayah say, with them give people the thing we name the superstition kind of thing. No.
Yeah.
We are talking about through a scientific means.
Yes, spiritual awakening through scientific understanding.
Exactly, because all this thing about the so-called God and everything we seem as a mystery. Because we know there are no mysteries, only the absence of knowledge.
It's the absence of information that cause mysteries to gather up superstitious thinking.
Exactly, and you see, when I and I come to the reality of what we are, not who, but what we are.
Yes.
Through scientific, spiritual analysis.
Yes, man. I agree with you. Yes.
This illusion about God and all of them stuff, they're going to fade away. You see, at the end of the day, what I'm glad about, the time is, it's happening gradually.
Yes.
Because the generations to come now are going to be not like now. I know, the other thing, this is the last thing I'm going to say. We need give thanks for. Everybody I talk about we are going to Jamaica and
you know, time bad. And but you see, when we check where we are come from in a slavery fire, we are going to overcome. No matter where them are going within the crime rate for bringing them new world order, because that's apartheid. For hiding the crime so them can bring in the same take time and take the look of freedom of the people have. Nice abatement, and all kind of foolishness. I take tiny steps towards the new world order. But all them are going with I and I are going to overcome. People are going to overcome. The natural forces where I reach the earth right now and the rest of the planets in the solar system. When naturally I change man consciousness, them can't stop that. One love, you my brother?
Blessed man, blessed. Yes. You them a shout out. Where we say? Click it.
Caribbean choice. We take it in a flavor, we lead in a spice.
Yeah, the advertisement about the gated community is really a serious thing because at this Jamaica reach now. Gated communities where you have security sit down at the gate. But guess what? I only by the criminal them living at the gated communities. You think I joke me make? Only by the criminal them living at the gated communities. Believe you me. What an irony. Because watch out. A only by criminal can afford to live in gated communities. Yeah man. Only by criminal can afford to live in gated communities. So, who go and guard the guard? The bodyguard, a guard, you who going to guard the bodyguard? That has been asked in many reggae songs. Step in.
Greetings, Mutabaruka.
Blessed man.
Yes. I'm really speaking to that event that is in London on the 19th. A confession that we invented Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, the thing where I had to read a while ago.
Yes, yes. I had just sent it to Ian Boyne, you know, so when I heard her reading it, I said, but look at that. The coincidence of it.
Yeah, that these people, white people, is now admitting that they invented this thing.
Yes.
Right.
And Dr. Ben and so many of the black scholars have been saying it for so long.
Yes.
So long and had met so much resistance.
Yes.
But even when I am talking to Ian Boyne and I am quoting one of the presenters, the American biblical scholar Joseph Atwill, and the other one is Kenneth Humphreys. He actually wrote a book some time ago, and the title of that book is Jesus Never Existed.
Yeah, but wait, you know, I can tell you about Ian Boyne, you know, because couple of years ago, I asked Ian Boyne, I said, if you ever hear about the Piso family, Piso, Piso family, and him say, he never hear about them yet. And I said, look here, you need to find out about that family. It is a Roman family who, it is claimed, authored the Gospels.
Yeah, the Roman aristocrat.
Yes, so even though him say never hear about it, I don't think him carry it no further, but I know that this article that is now out there going to wake up some investigations.
Yes, and you know, it is something now that is going to coincide because on the 21st to the 27th, we're going to have Dr. Ray Higgins in Jamaica again.
The 21st to 27th of what?
October.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and we're going to be having...
keep it so secret?
Well, we just confirmed everything.
That secret business, what do you want to?
No, man, we just confirmed it.
The 20th, come again?
The 21st of October to the 27th of October.
He will go in Kingston this time?
Yes, he will be in Kingston.
Where in Kingston?
We're going to have him at the university. We are trying for Tony Spalding Stadium.
Social science are in the undercraft.
We don't know yet. Dr. Barnett is assisting us.
Should I do him in the assembly hall?
Well, as I said, we don't know where we're going to get him yet, but we're working in conjunction with Dr. Barnett.
Okay. Dr. Barnett, you need to put him in the assembly hall, not in the social science lecture theater.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to have him now out at Paul Bogle's. Well, the statue is not there, but in the square.
In the square, Morant Bay Square.
Yes, in the commemoration of the hanging of Paul Bogle. Yes.
Beautiful.
And we really want all ones and ones to come out because he has a special presentation.
Yes.
For the Jamaican people this time.
Well, you know, Ian Bowen did want him on the program the last time, but the time the too short, so I hope him can get for the Ian Bowen program this time.
Yes, he will do it. I spoke to Ian and it is in the making.
Yes.
That we can have him on Ian's program.
Well, you wait, give me some information more about it as time go on. We could deal with it. But you me say now. What did Ian Bowen say when you show him the article? When we just read, when my wife, my daughter just read a while ago.
Well, he was saying it was not from a credible source.
Not from a what?
Credible.
I mean, the man who said is not credible?
Yes. But you know, sometimes, as you say, when you are in denial, you will say things even when there's empirical evidence there.
Wait there. Let me find this article. Me want to know what is it that is not credible about Mr. Atwill.
Well, the foundation, you know, because Ian actually said he read the book Jesus Never Existed by Kenneth Humphreys.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, to him, there were inconsistencies of sayings that were not from credible sources.
Mm.
Because, you know, you have to corroborate your thing with other areas. And what they are also using was some of the information from Josephus.
Yeah, Josephus was the man who them say is the credible person who can tell you actually say this man did exist.
Yes. And he was there in the time of Emperor Titus Flavius,
yes,
which corresponds with a date period.
Yes. Well,
so it is very interesting as to what will be happening because London, where the King James Bible had become very, very popular and spread throughout the world, there will be, and the word that they are using now is a denouement of Jesus Christ. And denouement is really an unraveling of all the myths that has been put in place as reality.
Yes. But you know that National Geography did do a thing 500 years after the King James Bible. Them come now and come talk to me about it. About how see it and view it and them thing there. And it was surprising that them actually put exactly what me say in the National Geographic article.
Well, you see, they have to quote verbatim because what has been happening is that people have been misquoted in the past.
Yeah, but sometimes me tell a man something now when me looking at it, me I say, oh, that brother I get said that. Me say, me never said that. But I noticed that the person who came from England for interview me did actually verbatim say the exact thing what we did say, and that was really good, you know.
Yes, and that is for accuracy.
Yes.
That if confronted, you can't say I did not say so or I did not say that in that context.
Yes.
So this is good now, and it's modern time now, and with the information technology working the way it is.
That's why we have said people must understand that information is important now for your advancement of inspiration.
Without a doubt, and everyone need to, as you all just said a while ago, Mr. Garvey, say read a book, even at your stoplight, read a couple lines that
bus
you can.
Stop. In the bus.
Yes.
Anyway, give thanks, brethren.
But before I go quickly, I just want to touch that. You see, the crime situation, it is coming from the unequal distribution of the wealth of the nation.
Yes.
When you have a man in a private sector company earning 5,000 times more than the lowest paid worker, when in commerce you have an incremental increase from the lowest worker to the supervisor, which is a 5% differential in pay, and between the manager is 10%, and you go up to the directors, then you go up to senior management. So you should never have that. Right now, 90% of our companies in Jamaica, the executives earn 5,000 10% more than the lowest paid worker, which is what is happening. You are robbing the poor to enrich the rich.
Yes.
And this is what caused the imbalance.
And the rich become, what them call it, vampire upon themselves.
Yes, yes.
Them suck them own self to death. Anyway, give thanks, Bridget.
You find the inequality playing itself out in so many different ways. You can't get a home because you cannot save enough out of what you are getting to buy a home.
Yeah, I give thanks, Bridget. We have a move.
One love.
Yeah, so we say give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks to the energy. We really give thanks to stay with we. As we have said, next week, Andrea Williams, Ron Mouchette. I want them know say me I go stay which part me there and listen, you know. You think me I left it out. You understand? Me I go listen. Alright. So we gone. Until such time, we gone.